New C1000-143 exam questions are available to help you prepare for your IBM Cloud Pak for Watson AIOps v3.2 Administrator Certification Exam. The IBM C1000-143 practice exam provided by Killtest are a comprehensive and will help you prepare for the IBM certification C1000-143 exam. IBM C1000-143 practice exam of Killtest contains all the exam questions that be found in the actual exam. You can watch this video to check the free C1000-143 demo questions. Question 1. What data does Event Manager Cloud Native Event Analytics (CNEA) use to do temporal grouping and seasonality analysis? A. Event and metric data. B. Event and topology data. C. Event data only. D. Event, topology, and metric data. Answer. A. Question 2. What does the resource filter toolbar in Topology Manager reduce? A. Entity types in the topology view. B. Observer loads. C. Resources exported from the Topology Manager. D. Resources that an instance of Topology Manager holds. Answer. A. Question 3. What is the default duration of the CA certificate used by IBM Foundational Services? A. 120 days. B. 2 years. Circa 90 days. D. 1 year. Answer. B. Question 4. Which statement is true about Event Manager (NOI) in an on-premises installation? A. Event Manager components can only be started by using the Installation Manager. B. Startup scripts can be created to automatically start the various Event Manager components. C. Startup GUI can be installed to automatic start the various components. D. Event Manager components can only be started ally by using Linux or Windows commands. Answer. A. Question 5. Which statement is true about a topology merge rule? A. Specifies that the value of a resource field should be copied to the match tokens field so that it can be used to merge events to resources. B. Merges two or more events together and relate them to the same topology resource. C. Specifies that the value of a resource field should be copied to the tags field so that it becomes searchable in the UL. D. Specifies that two resources from different topology observer jobs in fact refer to the same physical device. Answer. C. Question 6. What is the purpose of match tokens in Topology Manager? A. Match object server events to resources in Topology Manager. B. Deduplicate identical resources. C. Merge partial topologies together. D. Match similar incidents in L Manager to resources in Topology Manager. Answer. D. Question 7. Which statement is true about topology management in Cloud Pak for Watson AOps? A. It has an ETSI interface, European Telecommunications Standards Institute. B. It enables the real-time and historical visualization of highly dynamic and distributed infrastructure. C. It provides a holistic view into geographic data. D. It provides root cause analysis, RCA. Answer. B. Question 8. What action should be done when the IBM Automation Foundation operator pods crashes with OOM killed and crash loop back of F errors in the OpenShift operators project during installation of AL Manager? A. Use the spec config section of the subscription to modify the default CPU and memory allocation. B. Delete the IBM AIOps orchestrator pods. C. Verify the image registry is accessible from the cluster. D. Use the OpenShift operators deployment YAML to update the resource CPU limit. Answer A. Question 9. Which statement is true for statistical baseline log anomaly in AL Manager? A. Data that is used for analysis is updated every 30 minutes. B. It requires a minimum log line count of 1000. C. It requires static log data to be uploaded manually. D. By default training of this AL algorithm is switched off. Answer A. Question 10. Which statement is true about the Cloud Native Event Analytics CNEA component of Event Manager? A. It runs entirely on Red Hat OpenShift, but only within the customer's data center. B. It runs entirely on a public cloud. C. It runs entirely on Red Hat OpenShift. D. It runs entirely on Red Hat OpenShift, but only on a public cloud. Answer D.